Hey guys, it's Kim, Angel Dream Crafts, and I'm here with my next DT project for Craft Supplies for You. And of course, the links to the Zibbet store and the web store will be down below, as will the link to the Craft Supplies for You on Facebook. So let's get started. This time I have created a box, and there is something inside this box that I will show you in a moment, but we'll talk about the box first. This was just a simple box that I got at my local dollar store, and I have been avocado dyeing, as you can tell by this box, and I just absolutely fell in love with the colors. I've never avocado dyed before. I know I'm late to the party with that one, but you know, I did avocado dye a lot of the laces and trims that I got from Julie, and I even avocado dyed some of her flowers, and they turned out just absolutely beautiful. So what I did was I took the box and I gave it a very quick shabby coat of paint with some gesso and some rose gold paint from Prima. And you can see here, this is one of Julie's doilies that I avocado dyed. I cut it in half and put it there. And then the other one I did here that you can see going around the corner with more book paper from my stash. I Mod Podged that on top. That's what I did there. I just went around with it in music paper, etc., etc. So that's what I did to the box. It was pretty simple and quick, but I love the effect. Then I was able to decorate the top. And I'm just going to move the box out of the way so we can talk about the top for a minute. So this is the top. And what I did was I took a gold frame from Michael's and I gave it a little quick wash with gesso and then more of that same Prima Art Alchemy rose gold paint just to pick up on some of the raised edges. And I set that aside to dry, and then I laid down some trim from my stash that I had avocado dyed right in the center. And then I got out some bits from Julie's store that I did, and these corners here are one of them. You can see they're so pretty. They were white originally, and now they're beautiful avocado dyed, and I put one at the top there and the other one right here. And then I put the frame down on top of the fabric, and then I started to embellish, and I have used flowers from Julie's store here that I avocado dyed, and it's just the softest blush pink that these ones picked up, and I absolutely love how they came out. They're very just a blushy pink. And then these ones are from Craft Supplies for You as well, and they're little rolled satin flowers, and again they're just the softest blushy pink. I put one there and one there. And then these tiny little flowers here are clay flowers from Julie's store. I hope my camera is going to pick that up. Right there. And these were originally peach, and I actually have one here that I can show you. And hopefully my camera will pick that up, but you can see it's actually a peach color. There we go. It's actually a peach color. And so I painted them with that rose gold paint, and they fit right in with the beautiful avocado dyed laces and trims. So I sort of just layered on, and these pieces here are from Julie's store. They're two little heart bead caps. I hope you can see them there. There's one there and one there. And again, there's going to be photos at the end. I hope you can see them. And they were the perfect color, so I just added those there. And this is a vintage button here, and some vintage millinery flowers from my stash that I also avocado dyed, and this beautiful rose gold bling from Craft Supplies for You I put at the top. The cameo is from my stash, and as is the rhinestone trim. And I just went around it with the rhinestone trim, and then I added all these beautiful pearls in coordinating colors. Now Julie does have pearls in her store, so definitely go and have a look in the beading section because she's got really good prices on her pearls in there too, but these ones in particular were from my stash. This is some vintage bridal trim from my stash, as is the applique that's also avocado dyed. And then around the edge, I've also done some seam binding here in white and avocado dye. And then this trim here is from Julie's store, and I just love it. It's one of my favorites. It looks like a chain, And this was originally white, and I avocado dyed that as well. So that's the top, and then over here I've got a vintage doily from my stash, and then I made these dangles here with some beads from my stash just to have that hanging down. And these are fabric beads, and I did throw them in the avocado dye, and it did slightly change them, but not really. I think they're silk, so it didn't really pick up the dye, but I was happy with the color anyway. So there's just a bit of some dangle trim beads there that I did. So that is the top of the box right there. You can get a good look at it. And now the inside of the box has a little doily mini. And of course, I continued the theme with all the avocado dyed trim. And I really had to keep this because normally I do very puffy journals and things. And I had to try and keep this one not so puffy because I needed it to fit in the box. So this is kind of a Parisian theme, I guess. And this is more of the avocado dyed trim here from Julie's store, and I went all the way around. I gathered that with the needle and thread, and I put this lovely image of this lady on the front. I just love this image. She's got a clock behind her, and she's just so pretty. I love her, and she's got the perfect dress color for the trims there as well. And then I just put a little Paris tag here that's on fabric, some wedding trim from my stash, and here some hand-rolled roses from a vintage dress I had in my stash, and then this bling is from Craft Supplies for You, the square bling, which is my favorite. And then this piece here, this is a dangle trim from Julie's store, and one of her rolled roses here from her store, little satin ribbon rose that I tea dyed just for a bit of contrast with the avocado dye. So that's the cover. And then on the inside, I've done a little tiny pocket page here. So let me turn it this way. Maybe that would be better. There we go. This is the next page, and I've made a little pocket here. And this art tile I actually created, and it's on a square from Fernley Designs. And then I've put a rosette flower behind it that was avocado dyed. This trim under here is from Julie's store that I made the pocket out of, as is this one here, this little tiny pink one. Some bridal trim from my stash, and just some random little snippets. And this was just a piece of netting I had from another trim, and then another one of Julie's little tea-dyed flowers here. So that's that page. And then this page has this beautiful lady. I love this image. She's so pretty. I've used these buttons from Craft Supplies for You. Little pink fabric or flower button. Trying to get that. That's okay. That's the best way right there. More trim around her from KS4U. This one is from my stash, this little pink and white one, as is this piece. And it's very simple. And again, I had to keep this fairly simple and flat so it would fit in the box. I didn't puff the images up, but they all have felt behind them, so they are, you know, finished nicely and nice and soft to the touch. So that's that one. And then this page here, I love this page because I love this image. And I believe that's Lily Elsie there. And it's got these beautiful flowers over here. This is some wedding trim that I avocado dyed for the base here. And then these two pieces are from a trim from Julie's store that I just cut to have dangles with some vintage buttons. And then just some little snippets from my stash here to make these little flowers, and some little clay roses that my friend Maggie sent me. Thank you, Maggie. And then this trim here is from Julie's store, these little daisy here, and I avocado dyed that. And then behind it is some trim from Julie's store, a beautiful knitted lace here. So that's that page. And then this page here is another Lily Elsie, I believe, and I've gone around it with some eyelet from Craft Supplies for You. There we go. It's got some beautiful eyelet going around her here. and a little piece of trim here from Julie's store, and a little doodad from my stash. These beautiful appliques here from Craft Supplies for You. I'm not sure if she has these in stock anymore, and I'm really hoping she can get these back in because they're just so, so beautiful. This GIMP trim was from Craft Supplies for You, and I avocado dyed it. It was originally white. And then again, there's another piece of dangle trim from Julie's store that I avocado dyed, and a little heart doodad. So that's that page. And then this page is just a little doily flower page. There we go. And I have layered many, many doilies from Julie's store here. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of doilies, and then a little flower, and then a couple of more little tiny doilies from the mixed doily pack in Julie's store. She has the best prices for doilies. And then some dangle from my stash, and then the square bling again from Craft Supplies for You. So that's that page. And then this page, which is the last page in the book, is another Lily Elsie. And I kept this one very simple because the book was starting to get too puffy for the box. So I've used just a little bit of white trim here that Maggie sent me in our last swap, and some trim here from Craft Supplies for You. This was actually off of another lace that I trimmed, and then I avocado dyed the snippet that was left, and that's what I got, and I love it. It just framed it out perfectly. Another piece of that beautiful pink applique from Julie's store, seam binding, and a little acrylic flower there. So that's that. And then the back page, really simple, because again, I needed it to fit in the box. You can see Julie's beautiful doily here. This was a rosette that I had in my stash that was the perfect color. I couldn't believe it when I saw that. And a little heart doodad. And then this beautiful eyelet was from Julie's store, and I avocado dyed that. And of course, you can see back here, this is some lace from Julie's store here as well. So that is the little doily mini that goes with the box. And that is my next design team project for Craft Supplies for You. And of course, please do check out the links. They will be down below. And if you have any questions or comments, certainly ask. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye for now.